What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another first reaction to a first listen.
Yes. And what do we got today, Dan? What do you have for me today, Dan?
Yeah, I go on for Chris today, and I am dropping Chris with my favorite artist of all time. You've heard me talk about it in our top 10 albums of all time.
Yes.
This is my absolute favorite band of all time, and that band is Joy Division.
And it's crazy that I know this is your favorite band of all time, and just like the Smiths episode, when you guys were really getting into these guys, I never listened to them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if it's your thing. We've discussed many times in the episode. You talk about it. You really enjoy your music. Chilling in your car, cruising around, putting on your tunes and stuff. And I really just don't think Joy Division is a band that really lends itself well to that. Honestly, probably the most depressing fucking band of all time. When you listened to Lana before, and it was pretty depressing, pretty melancholy. This shit makes Lana look like fucking Beat It by Michael Jackson. This shit is it's that completely bleak and hopeless. This is like you're standing on the fucking stool music. Okay. But that's what appealed to me. The first time I heard it, I was like, holy fuck, it was just so overwhelming. I couldn't even believe that thing could be this depressing.
I wonder if this is going to be the one I finally don't like.
Yeah, I think it could be, which will be funny because, literally my favorite band of all time. And again, like the Smiths, didn't really know what song to play for Chris here. The obvious one would be Love Will Tear Us Apart is their biggest hit, but I don't think it's a great representation of the band. So I wanted to play something off their big album, Unknown Pleasures. So I'm playing for you my favorite song off Unknown Pleasures, and that is New Dawn Fades. So here is New Dawn Fades off Joy Division's 1979 debut album, Unknown Pleasures.
All right, here we go. Joy Division. So, the little bit I've heard so far, it doesn't sound like it should be that depressing, but it is slow right now. Oh, wait, never mind. Hey, let me hear the first lyrics here.
Very bass-driven Joy Division songs.
I like that, though. Kind of like Red Hot Chili Peppers does a great job with the bass.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Right now, I like that instrumental, that guitar riff, even though it's simple.
Well, it's very bass-driven. The guitar's almost just half splash over the top.
So to get that sound right now, they're using a pedal, right?
Yeah.
Or just distort, or just
pedal. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Maybe distortion on amp or something.
Quite a bit of production with that one. There's a lot of ambience in the background.
And where's the band from?
England, Manchester.
I thought it was different from the Smiths, but I can still feel that English rock.
It's also Manchester as well.
See, what I like so far, I was waiting to hear the lyrics. I like the instrumental key, and the lyrics aren't too it's going good together. I was expecting something a lot slower and
Though you forget, different colors, different shades, over each mistakes were made.
Yeah, because right now I'm getting that English rock feel. I figured I was going to hear this.
I just first time I heard this, and then just thinking, just 1979, thinking the popular music of 1979 is fucking disco and shit. And it's to come out at the same time. It's whew.
Just on a different atmosphere of
Oh, just the lyrics they're so well written, but so bleak and
yeah, that bass is nice though. It's nice to hear the bass riff instead of the guitar riff sometimes.
Yeah.
Even with the drums, it seems very simple.
The sound they get, it's like you're hearing it in the giant ear well or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very echoey, or not echoey, but distorty a little bit. But I find a lot of these bands were playing from England at this era. sound have that sound. I actually didn't think I was gonna like it, but no, it's not bad.
Oh, it's depressing lyrics.
So how does he sound live?
Pretty similar until he has a seizure and falls off stage. Lots of things enjoyed him. They're only around for a handful of years because the guy had epilepsy in the 70s. The medication was so hard for him then, like he was bipolar, depressed, and
That's why the lyrics are coming out. Like,
yeah, and yeah, they could at one point they couldn't get through sex, but the guy had seizures and stuff. Yeah, a band that really hardly anyone knew them when they were around, and they just get more popular as time goes on.
Yeah, one of those underground bands that the fans, the hardcore, bring them up.
Yeah.
Well, before I'll say it after the song's over. No, I like the instrumentals right now. It wasn't it's not bad at all.
And they're basically a band that started as a punk band, basically couldn't play their instruments, and in a handful of years turned themselves into fairly strong musicians.
So I just want to know, like, even from North America style, the 60s, 70s, 80s, compared to this stuff coming from Europe, like, when I'm listening to it, I feel like Europe is far ahead of North America at this stage with rock music. I don't know. Is that like I'm looking at a young kid in Europe around this era, a teenager, and the music he's getting fed and the variety is better than North America.
That's what I'm saying. Like if 1979, if you could go down to a pub and see a band like this, when persons in the States is turn on their radio and hearing like, I'm putting on my boogie shoes, shit like that, right? It's like, yeah, they were definitely, I would say like for a long period of time, England did seem like they were the driving force in like creative aspect of
Yeah,
music.
because I kind of want to throw this out there. I know it might cause controversy, but that's fine if you guys want to comment. But I don't know because I'm not into either or. I kind of just dig pieces here, but I feel like Europe rock is better than North America rock. I don't know. Is that something? I don't.
It's hard to say.
Because like I don't. When I'm hearing it, and then what like I classify as rock to me is like my dad's classic rock.
Right.
It's a far different sound for sure. Like I would say if like my dad personally was in England at the time, he would enjoy all of this stuff. Like it would be like insane instead of him liking just the top bands here, like the Led Zeppelins, the Jimi Hendrix, the Rolling Stones, those kind of bands. I don't know. Like I don't like. Does your dad appreciate Europe rock in that era?
Definitely the same deal. Like, and our parents obviously a different generation, right? It's harder for them to be connected to stuff happening across the ocean, right? So no, yeah, like again, like my parents liked a lot of like almost like the American reaction to new wave, like some of the stuff like B-52s and stuff like that. But they probably just weren't exposed to this stuff.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like along the lines of like say us, we're in Canada around this era. What era did you say that came out?
This is late 70s.
So late 70s.
It's just
it's just to me like the kids in the 90s, when you're video gaming and you're getting that taste of North American NES, this that. But in Japan, they got so much other games there, and then to get them, you gotta find your flea markets or somehow. Remember, the computer's not that big back then, so you gotta kind of search underground to get these things.
Yeah,
and you're exposing that to different people. Like I can only imagine your dad or my dad listening to European rock and then getting a tape somehow, and then exposing people to it and going, what's this sound like? This is different than what we're getting, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I
like I don't know how to word it right because I don't I only know really classic rock because that's what my dad was into, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that underground North American rock versus what Europe was pushing out. If it's the same, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but I don't mind it. Again, just like the Smiths, I didn't think I was gonna like it when you said the lyrics were a little dark and heavy. Like I've listened to hip hop with dark and heavy lyrics, so it doesn't like phase me. But
Right.
I was just expecting something slower. That's what I was
Right.
expecting. It was slow, but again, the production was great.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you haven't already checked out Joy Vision, check out Joy Vision. Their second album's just as good as the first. And
Yeah, and like always, guys, if there's another song that you think I should listen to and react to, please put it below
put it in the
because
comments.
we'd love to hear that, right?
Absolutely.
So we will see you next week for another first reaction.
Till next time, boys.